is ANN News Brief.
A Central African summit has opened in Libreville, Gabon's capital, on Wednesday. The summit, hosted by Gabonese President Ali Bongo, marks the first time in more than a year the country's leader has been active on the international scene after suffering a stroke. 60-year-old Bongo gave a short speech to launch the summit of the Economic Community of Central African States, ECAS. Ali Bongo's health has been a topic of discussion among the Gabonese people. Some critics and politics watchers in the country say Bongo's stroke has rendered him ineffective and unfit to govern the nation. Bongo is the current chair of the 36-year-old 11-nation economic bloc. The purpose of the body is to forge a common market among member states. Armed conflict and violence have terrorized the southern part of North Kivu province in the Democratic Republic of the Congo for many years now. Armed violence has intensified in the region in the last several months, negatively impacting humanitarian efforts. This has created a dire humanitarian situation and the displacement of thousands of people. In these conditions, worrying signs of malnutrition and sexual violence have surfaced. In the midst of these, many humanitarian organizations have left the region for safety. Now, MSF, an NGO that has been on the scene all along, is appealing to aid organizations to urgently return to the Ebola-hit part of the country to fill the glaring void in assistance from humanitarian organizations. MSF head of mission in DRC, Kara Janssens, said aid organizations are needed to help respond to an increasing number of medical and non-medical needs, especially in camps where he estimates nearly 700,000 displaced persons reside. We'll be right back.
Whether in your house, at your office, on your phone or online, we are there. We have the facts behind the headlines. We cut to the chase with the news you really need. We cover every angle. We are the bigger, better news network. We are African News Network, ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
A World Bank report says poverty is declining in Tanzania, but that report is challenged by the reality on ground. Nearly half of the population still lives on just about $2 per day. World Bank Country Director for Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Malawi, Bella Bird, said although there is further reduction in poverty, there is still a high number of poor Tanzanians. He said if there were any slightest shock, majority of Tanzanians would fall back into poverty. The World Bank says there are signs of a move away from agriculture, which now employs fewer workers. It says many of those still in the sector are diversifying toward non-firm sectors. The World Bank report also found there is improved access to basic services like water and sanitation facilities, as well as energy. It says school enrollment rates have also increased, but overall education level and access to basic services remain low, especially for the poorest and rural area residents. That is ANN News Brief at 10. Join us again at 11. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Ademi.